welcome back. And of course we're going to continue on with some Data Live and start the week off right with some time travel, some imposters, and the niggling feeling that you've committed some sort of atrocity out there. Of course that's all par for the course when it comes to Shido and the gang, so whether or not Origami is going to revert back to her original self or continue with this new pseudo-Origami, as I'm going to refer to her as, well, it's yet to be seen. But murdered parents not really saved, it's just delayed. Does the universe have a more linear path than we thought? Let's see. Strap in, get a drink. Let's watch some more Data Live. No pre-opening little spiel or anything, just straight into it. Okay, get to the meat of the episode as fast as possible. After trying so hard to overcome the world that was before, seeing this other being that is interfering. But to what extent and why and how do they have connections to Shido? Lots of interesting questions. Oh, plus also, how is Westcott and the others going to all play their roles into this story? A few interesting questions. And every spirit origin that we know, so far at least, has been humans being turned into spirits, either via the crystal or by powers yet unknown, but I'm guessing that's what it was implying. What about the spirits that seem to be like, quote-unquote, true spirits that we don't know the origin before? How did they come into being? And was it also at the hands of this random pile of pixels and glitch? There's definitely nothing to get medical attention for. Yep, just need some more iron. Good talk. I mean, yeah, he's gotten a lot less worried about every time that Kurumi just suddenly meets her end. However, either there's been other very poor events that have occurred in her life, or the fact someone's still got obliterated in front of her eyes, being him as such. A lot of good camera angles they got here. I always question, how do they get these angles, and why are we seeing through their perspective if they have managed to record it like that? And he remembers because he was the one that was sent through it. Is it because he is also a bundle of spirit power as well? But yes, that was one of them. Yes. Who also contains spirit powers and who also was shot by her time-traveling ability. It would just be, yeah, immediate, just opening the sluice gates, breaching the dam of her mind. Probably break someone that is not used to all of that. Make sure she never sees a spirit. Well, let's get at it then. Get back to the status quo. Yeah, he's got a head start on this. I mean, it's kind of a go-to plan for him now, isn't it? I mean, why not lay down the groundwork? Camera angles? Especially someone that she has just met, kind of thing. Sorted. And now she's going to spend 4 hours worrying about how to whom it may concern. 4 hours worrying about her response. Hopefully throwing the phone on the bed didn't just auto-send the message. That might be... Well, wouldn't actually raise any questions for him. So, yeah, that's origami. Why doesn't anyone bring up the fact that, hang on, you're on a date, can you at least take your headphones out? Laying it on a little thick, isn't he? Ah, so anything they decided can't be wrong. That face. But also, considering how close he was to the original origami, it's kind of weird because it's trying to re-know her. And now her likes and whatnot the same as it was in the previous. I didn't even read the choices this time. Is that true? Well, he's really playing by his own rules now. Yes, of course, going from a... I mean, he's going off of what he knew before, but also going from a hotel type thing like that before to now a shady back alley. How could anyone resist? What a date. How is this possible? An aphrodisiacs at a shady pharmacy. I mean, any normal girl would probably be questioning it. Interesting place. Lots of natural remedies. Already shopping, is she? Methinks the subconscious side of herself is still rearing to go. Whatever she picks out, what could go wrong here? Who's in charge of her mind and hands at the minute, actually? Yeah. Also, I like how he's flying solo, essentially. Telling the guys back at the bridge of the ship just to... Yep, butt out. I'm dealing with this myself. Oh, that was quick. What did she choose? Oh, please no one else be in there. Take a moment before opening. Okay. This again. I mean, the universe has a plan for her, doesn't it? You know, the memories of before breaking through, having two full lives brimming about in your subconscious at once, and leave his food alone. How could she resist? Okay. So she's blacking out not just at the sight of spirits. What's that fucking face? Picking it up with her tongue. Oh no. How could she pass up the opportunity? She's still taking photos. It's not me. Honest. Maybe we need to use that excuse once in a while. So, playing to how he remembers her seemed to kind of just work out. Well, because it isn't the origami that he knows, or... Also, actually... Asking about her past and how it came to this, and her joining the ST and whatnot. He's over it. Why is he pressing? Almost a slip up there. Full affection. Considering again, the first one was losing her parents, now it is losing someone else to try to jump in and help. But if... okay. That's... Do the animators need to? Yeah. But that's a nasty scratch, a few splinters. Now how could this be ruined apart from a quick healing factor? Spirits. Now this is going to cause an issue for her. Origami's hatred of spirits crossed with wanting to get close to Shido. I do love that web effect. You know, if people were just slightly more careful when they're next to long drops. You can't trust. That's cool. You can't trust infrastructure and fences after all. Just keep pushing his way through. But is she able to be conversed with? 3 seconds? Ah. Well, don't waste the 3 seconds that they're going to give to you. I'm guessing the lieutenant guy is going to be putting up some damn good barriers there. Exactly where it needs to be. Ah. Now the whole gang has arrived. Well, almost. Yes, it's a lot to explain. Always quick on the uptake. Whatever he says or leads to or wants, I've got to be fully behind it. No need to explain. Then get all to that. Get down to that later. It's boring in here. I am you, and you are me. The duality of it all. Is she breaking the seal? They're it's going either way. I like this actually. A life what could have been and a life that was. Both being able to experience the highs and lows. Not everyone is afforded that opportunity. Huh. I mean, why not? If she's able to pull out the same organ, the same music prowess. Nasumi's abilities are fun. That's neat. I mean, always seeing her just in usual dress, but on massive Yoshinon. Now in a rabbit armor. Pretty good design, I think. Now you need to press on his back to make sure he can't fly away again. Ah. When in doubt, yeah. Punched. Is it going to be more of the fight in her own mind and then he letting someone in to help? The fact that she did bring Apocalypse by her own hands, is it something that you can forgive yourself even if it didn't happen in this world? Yeah, you can't really expect a normal person just to take those kind of things on the chin. No, wanting to help yourself, waiting for someone to save you. Of course it would be him. The slightest speck of hope. Domains are easier to be broken from the outside. And that's the world which wasn't. The one where he failed, but still gave them something to rely on. I like that they used that one as well. And what emerges? But is it like the movie thing we watched where she's not actually in control of it anymore? That is something that you're gonna have to bear. But maybe, not forgiving yourself for doing something like that is maybe for the best. You're not going to fear repeating the same mistakes then. Huh. But more self-preservation and dependency, that's a good word for it. Putting everything onto him. Huh. How symbolic. But Shiro never actually changing. Or is this... But preferred the inverse dress. No time to waste. Everything's on the up and up. The feelings can't get any better right now, so... What about... spare change of clothes, but... Ratatoska and the ship. It still got shot, remember? Ah. I guess they didn't really leave anything into defense. So we're not going to get a halfway cross between the two. I need a tissue. Of course. No ears this time, though. I see things are immediately back to normal. It's going to make class difficult. But that is a smile I needed to see. I really did wonder where some of this was going, but the fact it pulled it back and reused some elements and times of past, but not just for one-off jokes and be like, haha, Origami likes that dog swimsuit thing. Oh, look, we get to show it again. No, it's more nuanced than that. Only barely, but more nuanced than that. And then the complete 180 at the end of the acceptance of oneself, but then the new personality that we saw kind of just gets scrubbed. We're back to origami before, but now she's allowing herself to kind of wind down a little. Can't complain. An origami that has accepted herself and is able to move on from kind of disastrous times. This was a big moment in character building. You know, it kind of boiled down to exactly what I would have expected from Data Live. You know, Shido going through hell to be able to save someone no matter what. He's not going to back down from it, but also himself being the cause of a lot of the problems. The idea that, yes, he's going to be there and be that kind of voice in the darkness when she needs it, but also you're going to have to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and rebuild a part of herself. That was nice. You got to be willing to let someone in to help. And the fact that Origami was able to speak to herself to that degree. If only all of us had that kind of self-confidence to be like, yeah, we're damaged, we do need help, can't bear everything ourselves, but there is at least something to work on. And of course some of the animation work was pretty good. I like the spider webbing, as I've said, and the transformation other than just kind of, oh, colourful light and suddenly clothing. This was webbing, then suddenly clothing. But also, yeah, pulling on things that have been put into place before, whether it is in this timeline or another, and working on it all to pull through that kind of character growth was nice to see. Not something I would have expected from a show like Data Live, and I think that's part of its charm. The fact that I don't know if everyone, but I do at least, underestimate it just to be pleasantly surprised about what Data Live is able to pull off. I wonder how much more they've got going for them, considering there was the movie thing, which was really nice. There was anything that may involve Kurumi, and this element with origami and origami. I'm very open to seeing more of it, and I know that this season is reaching its end. Now that we've had this kind of solution to this episode, is it going to try and end off on a cliffhanger? Is it going to try and settle things into place, or open things up for the future with Westcott or anything else that's going on? Or maybe even Kurumi. Oh, okay, it did kind of work. To find out, we're going to have to watch more. And I have been informed that watch order of stuff, there's some OVAs and bits and pieces, which I'll probably get around to them. If I can find them, at least. But if you did enjoy this one, definitely let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out future uploads. Maybe jump onto my Discord as well. But most importantly, just enjoy yourself. I wouldn't still be doing it if you didn't. So get some rest. Don't try and take on everything yourself. And join me for the next one.